So we hold quite a good collection of bankruptcy files. They cover from 1888 up to 1928. This particular file I've got in front of me is for a man called Elijah Alexander, who went bankrupt in Broken Hill in the 1890s. So the files contain a lot of repetitive material because at the base it's really about how much money was owed by the bankrupt and how much money could they get back from their creditors and give their debtors. Okay, so usually there's a statement on the file to where the bankrupt gets a chance to explain what led up to their current unfortunate situation. So he says he was recently the licensee of the Freemasons Hotel at Broken Hill, and he's the bankrupt. He filed a statement of his affairs with the registrar in Sydney, and he goes through a list of creditors that owe him money. He says he was insolvent previously in 1881. He attributes his bankruptcy to sickness in the family and the drought in 1891-92, and the Broken Hill strikes, by which his house was boycotted, and also losses on a contract to provide food for free labourers on the mines during the strikes. He had 3 partners, and he and his partners lost £670 by a contract. Due to a range of issues with the partnership, he took possession of the hotel in 1891. He gave the company £1,036 in cash and then proceeded to spend quite a bit of money on the hotel. Had to value all the furniture and effects in the hotel. He says he's been out of employment since the whole thing started, and we do remember too that in 1891 there was also a depression, so I'm sure that did not help matters at all. So here we've got a lot of creditors unsecured, and the kinds of people who were creditors were brewers and merchants and wine merchants, tea merchants, chaff merchants. We've got debts to the estate. Some of these people, or possibly most of these people, might be people who just owed the hotel money for drinking debts, perhaps. So there's quite a people working at the proprietary mine who all owed like £1 and £2, £3 sometimes. Here we have a list of goods that were bought of Alex Marshall, the wholesale and family butcher in Broken Hill, prime beef, and looking through it we notice that there's a lot of cooked beef, there's mutton, there's raw beef, mince, giving us an idea of what people ate when they went to the hotel in Broken Hill in the 1890s. So in this list from this wholesale and retail cash grocer, Huskisson & Co., we've also got food, so things like raisins and vinegar, thyme, flour, rice, oatmeal, 1/4 ton of sugar, would you believe, sago, turmeric, allspice, currants. Lots of proofs of debt from various creditors and the sorts of things. As we just saw, the invoices and the letterheads from the creditors can be quite beautiful pieces of art in themselves. The names of everyone who's got a bankruptcy file in this period are listed in our online indexes and in our catalogue, so you can search for the name and the location of the person.